What up guys, and welcome to Monday Movie Reviews. Clearly, I'm still watching Onward, but it is our Monday movie review and we are doing Pixar's Onward. Onward premiered this weekend on Disney Plus. It actually premiered a few weeks ago in theaters, but the coronavirus lockdown happened. And a lot of people didn't get a chance to watch it because we weren't allowed to be out in public. But Disney decided to stream it on their Disney Plus service, and now everyone can watch it. And I was planning to watch it anyways, but I got locked out. But watching it in the comfort of my own home has been pretty awesome. I'm gonna do a little summary, and also I want to talk about the good, the bad, and everything else. Going in knowing a Pixar movie, I knew that it would be a roller coaster of emotions. So let's get into it. Onward tells the story of Ian and Barley, two brothers, who are able to bring back their father from the dead with the magic spell. So Pixar's Onward takes place in a world of magic. But magic is part of the past as technology has become the norm of the world of magic. So basically you have a world where there are unicorns, elves, and giants who discover technology. When you have the convenience of technology, you don't need magic. So it's kind of a cool concept to see this magic world become modern. It's both familiar and fantastical at the same time. Magic is kind of just a legend. People have cell phones, internet, everything's at their convenience because of technology. No one does magic anymore. But the protagonist of our story is Ian and Barley, two brothers. Ian's kind of shy, younger, kind of unsure himself. Barley is just a lovable kind of meathead, but who loves the history of magic and its historical residents in their world. But this adventure takes place after Ian's birthday. Ian and Barley get a gift from their father once they both turn 16. And this new gift turns out to be a magic staff. And this magic staff is basically a conduit for anyone who has the ability of magic to create things and perform magic. Their father also left them a spell that could resurrect him for just one day, 24 hours, and also a phoenix gem, which is what they use to, I guess, charge that magic for that spell. Barley tries to do the spell and he can't do it. And now Ian tries, and it turns out Ian can actually conjure magic. But he lacks the skill and the ability to learn because he's unsure of himself. Magic is something you have to have confidence, you have to believe in. So he tries to conjure his father, and during a scuffle with him and his brother, the crystal breaks. Only half of their dad is left. So they have 24 hours to do the rest of the spell and find another phoenix gem. So that's what the adventure is about. I should say that I'm a huge Pixar fan. All their films have always reached an emotional core with me, especially Up. Those first 10 minutes are pretty much the perfect film that'll just take you on this emotional roller coaster. You get to see a lifetime in 10 minutes. It's amazing. WALL-E, another favorite of mine. Also Incredibles, really fun, exciting movie. So I've always been a Pixar fan. I know I'm always guaranteed a good time and a good story. This one, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't read much about Onward. I do like that they do have two MCU alums. So Tom Holland's playing Ian and also Chris Pratt is playing Barley. That's really cool. But I think for me, the thing that resonated the most with this story is not only the story of two brothers, but also that it deals a lot with loss. It deals a lot with the loss of their father. There's this moment where Ian runs into one of his father's old friends. He makes small talk with this old friend of his father, and Ian, his eyes just light up and he wants to hear these interesting stories about his father. It just reminded me when my father died, every time I met someone who knew my father, and just hearing the stories that they had about my father would just open another page in my father's book, you know, and just things I find out. So I can really relate with both Ian and Barley, really cherishing whatever memory they can get of their father that comes along, you know? If you had 24 hours to do a magic spell so that you can see your father again, to see if you can see a loved one you lost again, wouldn't you take that chance? I would totally take that chance. And so in that sense, it really hit a core with me. I should also say this is my favorite Pixar movie, but it's definitely a fun one. I don't think it's as funny as the other ones. It's there for a particular audience. Even though things in Pixar films can be fantastical and amazing, the death of their father is actually very real, very honest. Something there's a world of magic, and their father died for medical reasons, you know. So that's a cool concept. Once again, having fantastical elements in a modern setting, it's something you don't see much. So what does the world of Lord of the Rings look like hundreds of years along the line? Do they discover technology? Are they on their phones like we are? Like that's the thing about these fantasy films. They always take place in this particular time. What if that time frame, that timeline, extended those medieval dark ages into a modern context. And that's what you get in Onward. For what the world knows, magic doesn't exist. It's just part of their history, you know? But to be able to find a staff that someone can conjure magic, could it be the start of something new? I don't know, but let's get into it. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt do a great job voicing Ian and Barley. You definitely get a sense of their brotherhood, their friendship. They do come off as young teenage brothers. Both different, but also very youthful in their own way. Octavia Spencer actually plays one of the characters, the Manticore. There's something very normal about her performance that really I enjoy. The way that Octavia Spencer plays the Manticore, it's very normal and suburban and real, which it's really funny. But she finds that beast within by the end of the movie. Pretty cool character. They really do take these great fantasy elements of these characters and put them in a modern setting. What if the Dothraki, you know, were to live in the modern world and they just ended up, you know, working at a Sears or at a McDonald's? These great big burly, physically intimidating beings working just 9 to 5s, because everyone has to make money. Whatever size or how threatening you look, you got to make a living, you know. So that's a cool, fantastical element to add into the film. The thing that really hits you about this movie is the fact that the realization at the end. I don't want to spoil too much about this movie because there's not a big twist at the end, but I feel there's some character journeys that should be watched and not explained in a vlog, particularly with Ian and his brother, both of them wanting to see their father really bad, but also two brothers that need to come together as well because they have two very different brothers, one goal. They're clearly the obstacles. So I don't want to ruin that for you, so I'm not going to share too much about the story. I'll just say that coming towards the end, it's very heartwarming, and I cried, I'll be honest. I got teary-eyed just because, you know, it did take me back to a moment when if you've lost a parental figure in your life, this movie will really connect with you. I wish I could say more bad things, but I really enjoyed the movie. There's not many bad things I could say. I guess humor-wise, it's not as funny as other Pixar films have been to me. Usually Pixar films have a certain comedic beat, and this had a lot of drama, so it wasn't as, it felt like a coming-of-age movie, so more like a dramedy you'd have than an actual Pixar film with the same comedic timing that they normally have. Still great though. The humor that was there worked for me, and overall, I think it's a really great movie. It's sad that it didn't get the box office ability it could have had. I don't think it's the best Pixar movie, but I would definitely put it in my top 10. Just because I really enjoy the cast and I love the concept. So for me, this is a movie I could watch with my mother, I could watch with my brother. A great family film, you know. I feel like it's a family film more for older kids than it is for younger kids. I really don't see like my niece who's like 3 or or anyone like maybe 7 and under could really get the concepts of the story here. And there's no like cute characters that could really draw them or great songs that could attract younger kids. So it's kind of a more mature Pixar film in terms of family films. My score for this movie out of a 10, I'm gonna give it an 8, a strong 8. The thing I look for in movies, at least for me, are movies that I connect with. And I can totally connect with these two characters, both Ian and Barley. If you could have a chance to see someone that you loved one more time, at least for one day, I'm sure that all of you would take that chance and go on that adventure. So that's the big reason why, for me, it's an 8 out of 10. You know, I think that's the best message you walk away from this movie, is that even though you feel lost and you feel like no one's been taking care of you or looking out for you, there's always someone there looking out for you. There's always gonna be someone looking out for you. You just have to realize they're there and appreciate those who do look after you and teach you things. Because maybe it's not always your father, maybe it's not always your mother, but in this world there are people that will look out for you and inspire you. But that was my review for Onward. I haven't decided the next movie. I think I might steer away from Disney for a little bit and do some other streaming movies next week. Haven't decided yet. Maybe a musical, I don't know. But hope you like this review. I will do another one. We'll do another Monday movie review next week. I'll announce it on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to follow me. and all the stuff down below or wherever the buttons are gonna be. But don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And any suggestions for next week, please let me know, leave in the comments or DM me. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next Monday Movie Review. Peace.